I'm going to show you how to make the best Lamb Keema Karahi. This is a Shinwari Keema Karahi, famous for using a handful of simple ingredients. If you love Mutton Karahi, Lamb Karahi or Pakistani Karahi, then this Lamb Keema recipe is a must try. Without further ado, let's get started. Chef presents. First, we're gonna start by slicing the tomatoes. If the tomatoes are large, cut them into 4. If they're around medium size, cut them into 2. You want to use nice juicy tomatoes that will just melt away in the karahi. I'm using roughly around 700 grams of tomato. We're also gonna use these bullet green chilies. 2 of them I'm just gonna roughly chop. And the rest I'm just gonna slice them in the middle. Alright, so these are all the ingredients that we're gonna use for the karahi. We got here tomatoes, green chilies. We're also gonna use some of this ginger garlic paste. Here we got the salt, black pepper, some of the garam masala and red chili. Now the red chili and garam masala are totally optional. You can just use the black pepper. Some of the restaurants they use it, so it's really up to you. And here we've got lamb mince or keema, which is around 1 kilogram. It's 80-20, 20% is fat and 80% is lean meat. Ideally, I want you to use the shoulder cut. You can use mutton or lamb, whatever is available for you. Alright, let's get cooking. I'm using a karahi pan here. It will maintain the heat and it will get nice and hot. That's exactly what we're looking for. First off, we're going with the oil. Heat is around medium-high to start with. Here with our keema or mince. And the salt. Salt is gonna season the mince right from the start. A really good mix with that. And just break down everything initially. And now we're going to leave this covered for around 10 minutes. Heat is gonna stay on medium-high. So it's coming up to around 10 minutes. Let's check this. There we go. We can see the excess water has been released. I'm just gonna break down everything. We got a nice brown color on the mince as well. You know exactly what I'm looking for at this stage. Beautifully browned, but we're not done yet, yeah? And don't start throwing everything into the karahi and you're gonna say, you know, it's done. You know, like some people do nowadays. We're going with our sliced green chilies, ginger, garlic. Everything goes straight in. Ginger garlic is gonna neutralize any bad aromas, obviously. And you know, when it's fried, you know, adds a bit more flavor. Let's mix that in. Just gonna fry it. Just let this cook for a minute before we throw in our tomatoes. And with your tomatoes, a light touch of water. Just gonna mix that before we cover it. And now we're gonna leave this cover on low medium heat for around 25 minutes. We need to soften up those tomatoes and reduce the mixture. So it's coming up to around 14-15 minutes and I just wanna show you what's happening here. We can see the skin has started to separate from those tomatoes. The liquid has started to evaporate and everything has started to break down beautifully. Oh, let's check this. We can see the tomatoes are nice and soft. Just gonna get rid of the skin. There we go. See, easily comes off. You can remove the skin beforehand, but this process is a bit faster. We need to reduce this before we throw in our spices. And if anything is sticking to the karahi, use a light touch of water. Let's turn the heat back to medium-high now. Just break down everything properly. And now we're gonna throw in our spices. Black pepper, red chili, a bit of the garam masala. And I'm just gonna throw in a light touch of oil. Mix everything in properly. You want to cook the rawness of those spices, and we want to let this cook until the oil separates. Turn the heat to high now. Going with some of our sliced green chilies. I've turned the heat to high now. We can see the oil has started to separate. Really fry up the lamb properly. You can also taste this, adjust the salt if needed. You want to fry this up until you have a really nice color. So you can see the oil has separated. Exactly what we're looking for. Our delicious Keema Karahi is ready now. Now if there is any excess oil, you can get rid of that. Alright, turn off the heat now. Gonna garnish it with some of the fresh coriander. You can also throw in some of the ginger juliennes. For the mint coriander sauce, first I'm going with a handful of fresh coriander. Got the fresh mint as well. Go with 1 green chili. You can throw in more if you like. Fresh lemon juice. And finally I'm gonna use some of this cumin, coriander and touch of salt. Now you want to cover and blend this until nice and smooth. Now finally I like to throw in some of the natural yogurt. Have a little taste and adjust anything if you need to. Now let's play the serve. I'm serving it with some of the mint coriander sauce. Could also throw in some of the pickles on the side. And of course some of the naan. Now it's best to serve this dish inside the karahi. It will stay nice and warm for up to 20 minutes. Our mouth-watering Keema Karahi done.
Perfect.
Alright guys, let's try our Keema Karahi. Looks absolutely delicious. I'm serving it with some of the naan. You could also throw in some of the rice on the side. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, my mouth is absolutely watering, you know. Bismillah. Wow, so delicious. The mince is packed with so much flavor. Nice, juicy. Wow. It's cooked perfectly, you know. Let's try with some of the mint coriander. Green chili. It goes perfect with the naan. So delicious. You guys really need to try this karahi. And don't be afraid of eating these chilies, you know, they're not too spicy. I mean, that's my opinion. You can use lamb, you can use mutton, choice is really yours. I really hope you guys will enjoy this karahi with your family and friends. Please do me a favor and get this video to 5,000 likes. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure subscribe, make sure you like. Inshallah, see you next time. Until then, salam. Make for your mom, make for your dad, make for your family. Enjoy.